Welcome, Banganbami, to yet another segment. PK. PK, what's up, baby?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Mama. I'm doing good. You look lovely. Got to always spend yellow point every week, man. Every week in Tombia. You become yellow and yellow and yellow every week. What's going on? Talk to me.
To impress you, Ben.
To impress me. I'm impressed, baby.
I have to look beautiful all the time for you, my love.
I appreciate that. Please, ngicela ume khona apho ungasadluli ngoba ngogcina usufana no Kelly Khumalo. Hayi no man. No.
She'll kill you for that. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Just opening the show with a lovely song.
Yes,
who is this in the song?
A lovely song from Sinazo, Just Passy and Begezela. And this is a new track from the trio called Bukalanga. You know, this is for contemporary adult music, I think. I love it.
It's grown folks music. It's grown folks
Yes,
music.
For us, Tina, the grown folks. It's a good song. How was your weekend?
The weekend has been good. I can't complain. Really. The weekend has been good. Just chilled. How about yours?
I know that you're happy because Arsenal won yesterday.
Absolutely. We are the mighty Gunners. Let me greet abantu lapha that I see. Kusile, I see you, Malume. Kusile Madlela, or Malume Fresh say, Malume Fresh sekhona. Utheni? Sekhona umchana asitipeni phakathi kwendaba. Usifanele Moyo, PK, usifanele the one that you're looking for. She's not feeling too well. She's actually listening to us from a part when Gubozake cuggling. I think she's got something. She's under the weather. She hasn't been well for a couple of days.
Oh, get well soon, Spanele. Get well soon.
Uthulisile Nkomo uthi malume umuhle akhona uPK. Uthi wena malume wethu muhle. I'm just kidding. She says malume tell you about malume lo PK. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Listen, I see you, Fifi. I see you as well, Zenzele. I see you, Anita Morgan. Hi, you look good, Malume Fresh and PK. We look lovely, Mama. Thank you. We appreciate that. I see you as well. Hello, Uncle. Hello, PK. Looking fresh, so fresh. Thank you. We appreciate that. Please share the link. Invite others to come and join us. Where's the code? I'm trying to have a very exciting topic. I decided we go back to the beginning of what Asakane was founded on. But without delay, Mklambe, you want us to first go to our special guest before we...
Yes, but before we get to our special guest, I just want to say thank you for joining us live on Skies Metro FM 100.3 FM and 94.1. Welcome aboard, welcome. We're hoping that you had a fantabulous weekend. And I also just want to thank the presenters that came before us fresh. That's our
Yes.
Uposent, the Soulman, Unongeba Mkandla, Ekseni,
Absolutely.
Izavezi, all those. That's I wanted to say Malume fresh, not Malume. There's no dancer. Dan, who just finished now, he was here between 7 and 9 o'clock with a program called Ama Dramatics. Thank you so much. It's our time right now. Just in case you've just logged into the station, my name is Pam Kelly, and of course, I'm always with my partner in crime. That's Malume Fresh to you guys. So if you want to get in touch with us, you can get in touch on 07744601000, 07744601000, or rather, you can actually watch us live on our Facebook platforms. That's on Skies Metro FM and Asakane live Facebook page. All right, so what do we have?
I need now. He's just disappeared. He's just come off, but I need to laugh again. Pam Kelly in Tombiameslungwin. It's Asakane live. Did you hear that? Asakane live. That's what's up. That's what's up, baby. That's a kind of live. I see you wherever you are. We are live on Asakane Live, PK.
Forgive me, I'm doing something. I'd forgotten to do something. So please, Abalalele and the viewers as well, I'm hoping that they will forgive me for this one, eh?
They definitely will forgive you here on Asakane Live. We are forgiving people. On Asakane Live, we're forgiving.
You can't do this to me.
Good to see you.
You can't do this to
me.
Listen
to us wherever you are. If you are on the FM 100.3 FM, ngiyalibingelela lonke. Mina ngilibingelela nihleli khonapha eduze nasezulwini. Mani ngabe lile mnayezo yenu efuna ngiyiposte iyefika phezulu ngale ezulwini just send them in. Ngoba mina yami postal code iseduze. Ngiyadlala. Namhlanje manje I see you. Good to have you. On the platform, if you're watching us from Skies Metro FM Facebook page, wherever you are, Prosper Dube, I see you. Nasana, our guest is here, PK. So give me a moment here. Let me do this. Hello there. Let me do this now, PK. Let me do this 1 second. Nazog. Thina phela sivama ukuthi ama guest wethu siyawaphahla. Teach.
Njani?
Hi Teach. Hi Teach, how are you?
Ngiyazwakala.
Uyazwakala.
Ya, ngiyabingelela.
How you been?
I'm good, and you?
I'm all right.
Everything is fine.
Siyabonga Baba for coming and joining us. Utich is joining us all the way from eNewcastle, madoda. eNewcastle. Lingathabi kakhulu nina zinjiva. Ngakho eNewcastle yenu leli yaziyo. He's in Newcastle. Tell them, PK. Teach is in Newcastle.
Newcastle, not Newcastle. Newcastle.
It's Newcastle.
Okay. All right, we just played your song, hey. Bukalanga.
The one that you did with Begezela. Let's just play it one more time. So for the viewers, this song, we're playing it for the first time on air. Lapa. Mina ngithi iqale ngathi nazok. I hope you can hear the song over there, Teach.
I can hear it.
phela uPK kazijwayela into zesikhiwa abangani bami bimxolele maye sehlabela lapha sesivala ngevoice yakhe intombi yamba kithi
It wasn't me, it was someone
bali mic
else.
yakho abantu bezwa umculo omkhulu.
Fresh, I think you have done something to your mic.
All right, thank you, bangani bami. This is the new song. I got PK.
Teacher, how does it feel to listen to your song?
Oh, I feel honored, man. I feel honored, like because this song is a very special song, it speaks to my soul. So it speaks to my soul, really. But this song is very special. As a track, like as sasibhale ugwalo history yabantu bakumalaba. So we're looking forward, or we're still looking forward to do a documentary on the history of the Malaba people. So we wanted like a soundtrack that would be relevant to that. So hey, ngalandela amajita, amajita la top class. So ngazama ukwancenga, but they loved the concept. So but join in. So it was so lovely. So lovely. So I love the song, really. It speaks to my soul.
And we love it too here because it speaks to our souls as well.
I love it. So okay, so because I was wondering what inspired the lyrics and what inspired how you wrote it. So it's clear what you're saying. It was after Lipalukwalo or always history Malaba, ain't it?
Yeah, actually, to be more accurate, history from this perspective. History is Zimbabwe from the perspective.
Fresh. There's this feedback that is there. I'm not sure whether it's coming from my side or yours.
It's definitely coming from your end, Mama, because there's no feedback on our end.
Oh God. Okay, there is.
Yeah,
okay, let me try to fix it, hey?
All right, cool. So in the meantime, Uti will be just telling us what you're saying, Uti. Ingoma Le was inspired by Ugwalo Lubhalayo, always history yabo Zimbabwe from the perspective yago Malaba.
Yeah.
So in other words, you are telling me ukuthi abantu bakomalaba they have a very rich history, an important one in Zimbabwe, of not to actually be able to pen it and document it, and
I think it's
exactly. Ukhuluma into engifuna ukuyikhuluma ukuthi uyazi ukuthi mna nto engikhula zithe sikhula thina okhulu wethu bonke labo baba bebethanda ukusitshela ngehistory yakomalaba, like every time, besitshela i-impact yabantu bakomalaba kuma-societies athile awezimbabwe, how the Malaba people impacted to the Ndebele nation, how they impacted to Bakalanga nation, kusiza wonke kusikhathi se-colonization, into ezinjalo. But uyazi ukuthi usithi mawubala amabhuku awe-history, even lawo esasiwafunda esikolo, udinga uswele ukuthi kathi into le esihlala siyitshelwa ngabadala ingaphi la. You know what I mean?
Right.
So esinye izinto besingazitholi lapha. So we took it upon ourselves to know. you know, oral tradition I can't be mark.
Right.
You know, history vele yona oral tradition. So uma ungezwa abadala bakutshela ukuthi wena kunje wavela lapha lalapha la yenza lokhu lalokhu lalidume ngalokhu lalokhu, try to find out. It may have been twisted here and there, maybe ama-dates and ama-places, but there is they are telling you something that happened. So we undertook that that task, which is find out why kulama gaps, why singakuboni ezinye izinto ezikhulunywayo but singaziboni ku-history yamandebele, singaziboni ku-history yamakhalanga, singaziboni ku-history yamashona, singaziboni maybe ku-history yabelungu uma bebhala ngokucolonize i-Africa, iZimbabwe in particular. We found very, very interesting things. That's why we found it was a prerequisite that we write that book.
Right. I appreciate that. I like it because that means that's hey kuqhakatheke kakhulu ukuthi nangwani uLuzibo Malaba laphana umfowenu yini.
Yeah, as long as wakomalaba umfowethu vela kunyikinyeke.
Akunyikinyeke.
Hayi.
Right. Teach ngiyaluza ugwalo. Kuhambo lakho lwemculo lwemusic. You know, mina ngizazehlisa ngithi one of your first work that I got to learn ngiba kwazi ukuthi nguwe. I mean, I would see you here and there, but I didn't know ukuthi you have so much talent. Was your piece that you made lo TKP?
Yeah, the time you say in the ingoma lo TKP, I think ase ngwine ama awards afika around 2. Enye sayithatha ku Skies Metro kona lapho sayinikezwa iSkies Metro we were sazuza the best group, the best duo awards from Skies Metro, Skies Metro Awards. So that was 2017, singing Ngoma ethi Khalanga Child, which still is our best song because iyo ingoma lokwe isakhala kuma stations amaningi all over Zimbabwe. And the good thing ukuthi makusiya ngale like kubo Harare and so forth, I think khona be discovered ingoma liyana, and these days ikhanya iyapan, but ingoma esayikhipha ngo-2017 sawina lesicoco ngo-2017 from ama-Skymars. It was kuma Black Arts Awards yayicompete ku Song of the Year, but we didn't win that. Like kuma Skymars as well, yayicompete ku Song of the Year, but we didn't win that as well. Yayicompete futhi ku Best Production, yayicompete futhi kuma Black Arts Awards, yayicompete ku House, kuma Zimbabwe Music Awards as well. We were nominated. So yeah, ingoma to TKP as well. It's a good song, but it was just a continuation of our work.
Of your work. PK, awukhulume lo Teach. Mina ngisenayo imbuzo ngoba lapha sengizivezile ukuthi mina I was not that musical. Sengizivezile a lack of knowledge in music. So yes, sorry, I muted you laphana ngoba kade usakhuluma e-studio bese
kathi lonke lengothuli yapho kunatha ama-drinks thina ke ngapha ke kathi
izinto zasakhane live.
You guys are just drinking and you have something very fresh. You have a book that you wrote actually. You wrote it with your brothers. Are you your brothers or you just?
Yes, I wrote it with my brothers. Yes.
Yes. So he just explained to us, PK Guti, what that book was all about, and that it's the one that inspired the song. I know you missed that part because you were busy trying to sort out the sound.
Oh, okay. Oh, he already told us about the book.
Yes, he's already told us about the book.
Okay.
Inspired by the song.
Okay. And so where can we find the book? Do we have it in Zim?
The book is already go Amazon, but I was checking today. It's out of stock. I keep on go Amazon. Maybe I keep in batches. Then if first the batch finished, but I think well, they are professionals. It will be there maybe tonight or tomorrow. But it's a bit expensive. Go Amazon. Of course, the price comes from our costs of production. But so satisfied ukuthi i-audience yethu siyayazi, i-audience yethu mostly i-readership yethu kuzaba kungogogo labokhulu labobaba emakhaya ePlumtree, Khezi, Gwanda, Nkayi, Lupane, eBulawayo. So sizama ukuthi sithi siyenze i-deal with one of the companies, book publishing companies in South Africa, which is publishele nge-lower price, so that ukuthi silelo sizali-deliver eZimbabwe, both Zimbabwe and South Africa, ukuze at least silithengise nge-price engani phansi ukuze kube le-affordability ku-target market yethu. So yes, by next week liyabe selitholakala. Angazi umanager wethu bekhuluma le-Matopo Book Center, but I know the gallery will be having it. I'm not sure le-Matopo Book Center what was the conclusion, but maybe it will be there as well.
For how much? So that we see in our pockets. You know, it's Xmas time. We need to make sure that we budget for this book.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book, really. It's more of an academic book. An example, like there is a museum UK collector ends collections is involved by colonialism, history of Africa. They went for the book because they read the book and they said, no, this is really a very, very good book. University of Zimbabwe as well, some lecturers who saw the summary of the book, really, they are really working hard to make sure that it goes into their library. So that's evidence that this is a really a good book because it's a research. It was a thorough research on the history of Zimbabwe from the perspective of abantu bakumalava people as a clan ngiyachazisela uMalume about that. So
volume fresh is too high. Fresh, so, your volume is too high.
Yeah, Lisa, some valid. Look loud.
I know. Okay, you were still explaining to about the price and the availability.
Yes, the availability. So by next week, since I was looking on social media, la pana abantu siba update ukuthi ugwalo selungaphi selitholakala ngaphi, but engakutsho ukuthi ku Amazon selikhona, but forget about the price here. Amazon, we are gonna try to negotiate a good price for you by next week after the printing, because ukufaka the price before they print the book out, it's really hard because once we print 300 rands, when I was tell abantu uzathengisa 100 rand, what's the point? Ungusutshela abantu uzathengisa 1000. So next week is a announce the price of book. They are very interesting stories. Some of the stories as if I'm a half truth and so forth. We did lots of research using conventional academic research methods. For example, summarize some of the little things.
Just a minute, just 1 minute ngoba Sarah's cut. But what ungakayikhatshana ngifuna ukuthi ubone lapha i-comment. Uyayibona i-comment leyibona ku screen?
Screen sami sincane la.
Ethi ngubalele.
Yeah.
Ngononhlanhla Mandethu uthi Lumezi. Uthi Lumezi made my day ngokuletha umbalisi wami from Emajoda. I'm happy to see him alive and well. Ama student akho akunanzelela la.
Yeah, that's where I started my music career. Ngasiqalisa eMajota with a group eyayibizwa kuthiwa ama-Teach Trompies. Ungambuza lo uzakutshela ngayo. That's where my music career started. Of ama-students la yiwo angifundisa. Ngangingela idea yokuthi ngifuna ukwenza music. But those students, actually it was students who said, look, teacher, sifuna ukujayiva, kusijayivise, usiyenzele something esingayenze ukuthi sibe sijayivisa abantu nge-weekend. Ngathi, that's a good idea. So that's where my music career started.
Wow, that's interesting.
Right.
Obviously, sithi wona Teach Malaba, I like your song Amasoweto nguThembani lapha namawi.
Yeah, Amasoweto, it's a song abantu abaningi bayayithanda because they associate it with the Highlanders Football Club. So, and they associate it with football. I think some of the radio stations, it has been used as a sports theme song by a number of radio stations. So yeah, I want to buy it. It's one of my favorites as well.
Right. Asibonga lapha nathi teach PK ama last words lo teach ngoba sesidliwa isikhathi.
All right. Well, I just he was supposed to just briefly just give us Mbijana, just 2 minutes so that we can hear who can buy the book. You know, there's the book for everyone, you know, because, you know, reading is not for all of us.
Yes, this book is for everyone. So even such a panukuti, I try to be brief. That is cool. I wanted to give an example just to create interest with. So I think it's cooler. I remember cool with Babis with yes, good ulopengula wakulela lapa gomala. You know what I mean? So when I started doing research, I was like, I've never seen that anywhere. You know what I mean? So we started finding out this grill about so my city ulopengula wakuya lapho wazohlala komalabo because omalabo babezinyanga ezinkulu kakhulu zasithenjiwe esigodlweni emzilikazi up to lopengula kusiya phansi. We found very interesting stuff. You know what I mean? Diga more, singena more kuma ezintweni eziningi like we discovered ukuthi yona le what we thought was a theory. Actually, Lopengula lived in the Malaba Crawl from 1841 up to 1847. When I asked like abanye abadala besiNdebele abanye they agreed, like they said yeah it's true, but I was asking why didn't I history? Why didn't I even go to Facebook, I've seen like one descendant of Lopengula, Peter Zwidet, talking about it, saying it's clear that Lopengula ukulela komalaba or ihlala komalaba, things like that. But I ask you know, in the sum that I asked, like our close we know that such kind of thing. But angazingubale kubhukule ku-history esindebele ku-history esikhalanga ku-history esishoneni ku-history like yabelungu. We have never seen such a thing. So that's one interesting thing because we really dug that deep. Sayaphuma lama minute details on it. So it's a very, very interesting read. But there are so many interesting things that as gebai as a pumalazo as evidence, especially the story evidence, we were really throwing them there. Evidence, we would say highlights but we don't have concrete evidence. But it's a very, very good book.
Right.
Like it's not the history of the Malaba people, it's the history of Zimbabwe from the perspective of the Malaba people.
Right. Siyabonga mfoka Malaba. Thank you very much. And bakubonga laphana student sakho lesana siyakhuluma futhi sithi yes I remember utitshala Teach Trompies, what a relatable teacher. Even his teaching was amazing. Ever humble. Great work Mbalisi wami.
I'm humbled.
Nonhlanhla manje laphana uyakuncoma okumangalisayo. Stand ukubonga kakhulu Teach with your work and your inspiration. I hope we can invite you next time.
Honored.
Yeah, I hope we can invite you next time for a special conversation just with you so we can dive deep into your story, your journey in music, your journey in teaching, your transition from being a young boy coming to teach. Because we really did not dive deep about your personal life in terms of ukuthi uvele wena ungubani, uvela ngaphi. Sekwaziyo manje ukuthi ngumalaba. Wangumbalisi, lokuthi you were a good teacher. And then you became your music career started there, and then now you've come up with a long career in music, and now we know you're an author, but we knew which you're an academia from what this person is saying now, which was a humble teacher. So there's a lot that we can learn and understand about you, lots of nuggets. Can I extend an invitation to say, please come back to and we have a conversation, a deeper conversation, we talk to you and sfunde more.
Anytime. Yeah, I'm really honored. Anytime.
Siyabonga kakhulu PK nangu teach lapha na mama valelisa phela entombi yami anti phela kuvalelisa umama mina sengihleze emuva sengihambile sengikutshela abantwana lo.
Thanks, Teach, for coming through. Thank you so much for gracing us here. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time, but we fresh what Ubaba was saying. I hope you're gonna come back and we'll have a whole session just to talk about you and everything that you've done for the community and that you're doing in terms of your book and being an author and also being a musician.
Right.
I'm really angila imilomo ezinkulungwane ukuthi ngichasise ukuthi ngijabule kangakanani ukuthi ngibe lapha ngizokhuluma khona lokho engikukhulumileyo, and ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuthi lingithembisa ukuthi lizambiza futhi sesizokhuluma more and more. Yeah, yabo kakhulu.
Ngibonge kakhulu imisebenzi yakho teacher, ngoba uyazi ukuthi ama-teacher amaningi ezomunye umuntu esithi u-teacher lana ngahlakala la ngifuna ukumshaya ngamatshe. Uyazi omunye u-teacher onjalo ukuthi ama-student when they don't want to see him uma bembona lapha bambona khona, kodwa wena nangomunye apha uthi my teacher was a very nice teacher, ngumemo laphana umdlongwa. Teacher siyabonga kakhulu mntaba, have yourself a lovely working week. Kusasa as Monday goes in, ngiyakuzwela lina liseNewcastle i-team yenu yadliwa kakhulu, kodwa selilamabillionaire ngibona ukuzaba ngcono. Teach, have yourself a lovely one.
Hayi Newcastle sile mali sizawina ngawani.
Right.
All right, thanks, take care.
Thanks very much, Pam. Thanks very much, Sam.
All right.
Right, Bangarmami, that is Teach Lapana with Sinazo, and we have his brand new single ekhona lapana angazi ukuthi uPK sengaphokhe nangwana sephendukele, but I don't know, a brand new single from Teach Sinazo Bekezela. Kodwa ke ngikhohle ukumbuza laphana uTeach ukuthi yena ucabangani ngemarriage wena sithanda sami. What is marriage?
Yes, we were supposed to ask him.
It's okay. We're going to run out of time. What is marriage? Let me first khuza. Uthi ngiqale ngikhuza abantu. Lina majidalini. You guys that come here and you just greet PK and not say nothing to me. Ngiyalikhuza.
Are they greeting me only?
Kathi begrita wena uphela bona ngamfakile lapha nabagrita wena kuphela bengagrita. Phela singayiqala indaba lezahlupha PK ngoba osisi mase sebengigrita lapho ngeke uyithande lento.
Okay.
Right. Bangarman, please share the link, invite others to join us. If you are listening to us for the first time on Sky's Metro Radio, mina ukhuluma ngoMalume Wabachara, uMalume Fresh, Malume Wabazukulu, ama 2000 ambiza Uncle Bay. We are live on Sky's Metro Radio 100.3 as well as Sky's Metro Facebook page and Asakane live page, according to PK, Asakane live page, Facebook page.
Okay.
Please share the link. I am going to be checking with those that are on the Facebook page, on the social media page, they are sharing. Mawubukela ungashare ungayinvitanga abanye abantu hankosi yami unomona kathi wayofuna ukujabula ukholise wedwa. Invite others so that we can enjoy sibaneng. PK singene endabeni mntakama.
Okay, let me just also welcome our Skies Metro FM listeners on 100.3 FM. Just want to say hi to you, Raymond. Thank you so much for getting in touch. This one is Noxman. Thank you. Somebody's asking me, Wuti, are you the one on profile picture? Me and you. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the profile picture. 630. But it's not us. Definitely, it's not us. Thank you, though, for coming through. Hi, Malume, PK, Robert. Thank you for getting in touch. Uncle P. Are you Uncle P?
Hey.
Uncle. Oh, Tracy, thank you so much. And you too, 424. If you also want to join the conversation, you can come through on 07744601000, 07744601000. We're done with Utish. Now we're talking about something very serious. We're talking about our marriage.
Yebo ziyakhuluma lapha intombi zithi hayi malume sikubingelele wena first ungesabi, don't worry, don't you worry about these a few Negroes that are having a small and a crash. Look, PK, say we got you, man. We got you, uncle. PK, what is marriage? You saw, I'll tell you something. The history of Asakane was founded on the ethos of Ubuntu. And one of the first conversations that we had here on Asakane was what really is marriage. But now we've gone further to say, is marriage overrated? Because some people actually believe that marriage is overrated. In nowadays and age now, marriage is overrated because people are saying, are humans really supposed to have titles? Are human beings really supposed to be monogamous, stay with one partner? So it's a good question. Because look, in today's day and age, we are seeing a lot of broken relationships. People are not valuing marriage. People are getting into the relationship and marriage and they are leaving. It's easy for someone to just walk away from the marriage. Now, it's more of a business. So my question to you is, when you see it, do you think people are actually committed to the title marriage, or they're committed to the relationship between the two people, or they're committed to the relationship between the superior being and the two of them? So I think there's three tiers there. So the question is, what is marriage? We know, you and I, we know marriage is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm a 2000 believe it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Why should I be staying with one person for the rest of my life? For what? For the who? For why? You understand what I'm saying?
For the how.
For the how. And hence they're saying marriage is overrated. So I don't know. Would you say it's overrated? Is marriage one of those things that should be progressive? We've heard people saying culture is progressive. You understand? So culture should be progressive.
Is it?
Is culture progressive? I don't know. Is marriage progressive? Should marriage be progressive? When any mean we take any argument, when I PK, when there was an argument between me and other people, I said, you know what? Sometimes I think I get to think what yes with marriage. If I were in the office, in the high offices, I would put a law to say marriage should have an expiry date, just like a driver's license where I am. At least a minimum.
Why would you say that? Why? Why would you do that?
Because the way life is now, people are walking away from marriages easily, number one. Number two, as they walk away from marriages, marriage is the number one destroyer of personal wealth, especially in the land where I live. Marriage, let me repeat that. Marriage is the number one destroyer of personal wealth, because now you've accumulated so much with your partner, with your husband, and then all of a sudden you now have to go separate ways. What happens there? You lose a lot. You know, so because of that, I would have said, you know, marriage should have an expiry date, at least 5 years. After 5 years, we go back to the drawing board, sweetheart.
And then you renew.
Is certificate expired? Because look, it is an institution that which we graduate without going to class 4. Yeah, when you go into it and then you start learning. But however, my definition of marriage, share the link, share the link and give me some likes and some hearts and give me some stars. Come on now. I'm about to speak wisdom, PK.
You always speak wisdom.
I'm about to speak wisdom. I'll speak wisdom, babe.
So tell me something before you explain. So what happens after 5 years? If you were the one in power, you'd say, okay, then we have the option to what? To divorce or to do what?
You have the option to renew another 5 years.
But if you don't renew, still we're going to share our properties. Right,
because now obviously then that means we are going into it with an understanding that this thing has an expiry date, because now the way it is, people get into it as a business. People get into it. Omunye comes and gets married to someone else at time the days is no matter what happens, at least I'm walking away with something. I'm working on something. It's a business. However, However, let me rewind a little bit. Though I believe in marriage and I believe that this is a beautiful thing, I believe marriage is a beautiful thing. My definition of marriage, PK, is that it is a total commitment between me and God, between me and the higher power for you. Nkulunkulu wami, lamadlozi ami, or Allah, ngiyazinikela kuwe, I'm committing to you ukuthi untombi yami le uPK ongilingikhethele yona elingiphe yona sizokwehlukaniswa yikufa. Ayikho into ezosehlukanisa. Noma engaze abhede kanjani uPK, noma engaze ahambe ejola uPK, noma engaze enzeni, sizoyehlukaniswa yikufa. Nkulunkulu wami, mhlazana wena PK ubheda, I will go down on my knees and talk to the higher power and plead with him. But God, you chose PK for me. You gave PK to me. She is going to be the best. She is the mother of my children, and she's going to spend the rest of my life with her. And I have committed to you, and I'm going to do just that. And vice versa, PK. And now you also have to do the same thing. Commit to God for me. But I also believe for it to work, you and I have to have a common superior power that we are liable to. Am I making sense, my love?
You are.
We have a common superior power. Is it Allah? Is it Amadlozi? Is it God as we know it in Christian ways? But if at all, at some point, you and I are not seeing eye to eye, we both go to the same well. Sihamba sonke emthonjeni wodwa sisiyanatha sisiyakhuluma lo mdala esinguye osikhola kuye ngoba it's a higher power, because we know ukuthi kulesijeziso esikhulu above you and me. There's kulesijeziso esikhulu above you and me not seeing eye to eye on into encane mhlawumbe ukuthi phela mina ntshobona ameluka phela PK ameluka, come on now, ameluka intombi zebe zinthanda kathi manje ngenze njani.
So okay, so you basically saying that you and me were supposed to be fighting for the same thing. We should have a common ground.
Absolutely.
You and me, both. Yeah, you and me. But so what's happening?
Go ahead.
Sorry. No, so what's happening now is that no one is fighting for the other. Probably it's one person who is fighting for the marriage. It's no longer both of us fighting for the same thing.
Because
when that happens, it won't work.
Because we don't see eye to eye. Our agenda getting into this institution is not the same.
And okay, I was going to start a war here to say, who do you think? What do you think? What's the reason? Why do you think that? Okay, fine, we are not fighting for each other. People are just giving up easily. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying
they're giving up easily.
Yes, I am saying because they are committed to the relationship, the two of them. They do not have a commitment with the superior power. It's just committed to the idea of saying we're married. I meet you, we get down with it, we enjoy, we have love, and then I'm a palpitations and physio, then we say, let's get married. Then you get committed to each other. There's no superior power where you can go to and start pleading with that holds you together. Remember, I said it can either be Islam, Buddhism, Christianity, or Amadlos that will hold you. But anyway, before we go further,
But don't you think those people then who say bye fresh, when I decide to say I can't, don't you think they would have done probably more than enough for them to say, yay, probably they've wasted 5 or so years trying to reason with their partner and to say, no, I can't. Because as much as you have an agreement with God, you can say, God, I have tried. Because maybe something, because the thing that happens is that when you get married, did you actually ask for that girlfriend or for that boyfriend? Because you can't say, okay, this is what I have, God, and I want you to make this woman to be the kind of woman, the ideal woman that I want, now that because I'm getting into marriage, or this is the man that I have. Did you ask for that person when you were dating? Did you say, God, I'm looking for a man, and please can you bring that man to me? And then you have. That's a different story. Let's talk about, because most of us, when we're not doing that, let's talk about it. Let's say, I have not been praying about a man, and I just found a guy, and then we are married. Should I now say, God, this is the man that I love, and you know his weaknesses, he's got problems, but I have vowed to you today that you have to keep us together until death do us part. But please, God, I pray that he's also going to fight for this marriage. Do you think that is going to work? It's not going to work because this is not the guy God has given you. Or am I close? They have not given you this person.
So, in other words, you're coming back to me. You're agreeing with me. Uguti, marriage is a beautiful institution. It's an institution that you have to respect. You can't just divela into uhambe laphana ngoba ubona umuntu enezihlalo ezinkulu or ubona umuntu eyellow bone and you think you're just going to build a family. But however, we're going to go further and say marriage, as we know it, there is marriage in the perspective of the Eurocentric way, and there's marriage in the perspective of the African way, where we now have to put in indaba zamalobolo, indaba zabo anti-culture yethu as African people. I think it was beautiful. I think it was beautiful because it was designed in a manner that there was accountability into this institution. Yes, we can look at it today and say, hey, oh mama betu suffered abuse here and there. You know what I'm saying? But it worked. It did work. The question is, did it work? Yes, it worked. It did work. PK, before we go further, I don't want you and I to talk too much, but in other words, welcome to the conversation. Today we're talking about marriage. Is marriage overrated, or is this thing, should this thing be really, are people, human beings, supposed to be monogamous? Is marriage a beautiful thing? I mean, but it's a beautiful thing. Comments. If you want to join us and have a conversation with us and have your 2 cents, you can join us there on the link. Let me read a comment. My big brother, this is a brother of mine, Unjobo. Welcome to the show. It's good to see you live. I hope that way to ulalele konale Africa, where you representing him well. She went for visiting. Which marriage in terms of union between two people is an excellent institution, but in terms of paying amalobolo is overrated and not necessary for us. Amalobolo is the problem and not the union between two people.
So he's worried about the money that she pays for amalobolo. Seriously.
Oh, because
So he wants us to borrow the English culture, right?
No,
the European or English. Is that's what he wants us to do?
I will not speak for him.
Yet we are complaining about that these guys, they brought this thing to us. Till now we have our own cultural way of marriage. But we are now getting to the English way of marriage. That's what he's saying, right?
Yes.
But he can come through and answer that one. He can come through and answer. If you're listening, Budi, can you come back and answer that question? Do you want us to forgo our own cultural ways of a marriage, and also then we can adopt this English way of marriage?
Commitment. Commitment. Now you're talking of my kind of marriage. God as a foundation, not the expiry date, Malume. You see, I'm trying to expand because marriage it's something, PK, that I don't think people get into understanding. And I also love, I truly, truly love a comment Ganda. I love it because the way we view life now in this thing, institution layer marriage, see a mixer. See a mixer when I'm see a mixer, the culture. You want me to pay lowball. Do you really understand what comes with lowball? What comes with it? But at the same time, you want to do this other thing, the Eurocentric one, where you want me to splash loads and loads of money on your finger. It does not make sense sometimes into a court.
You can still buy me the ring with our traditional wedding. You can still do those things. Why not?
Yeah, but you're making a mistake. You're mixing two cultures in the English tradition.
But the ring, what's wrong with the ring?
Here's what I'm telling you. in the English culture, a ring was also really and truly amalobolo in a sense, because you would not buy an engagement ring at cheaply $50. You are actually buying a ring about 20, 30, 40, 50, $60,000, an engagement ring. And it had its own significance. What was the significance of that engagement ring? We don't understand, Tina, as an African people, but we take these things and run with, and we want to combine them with where we come from. PK, lalela. Ngicela uvala ama-message ngapha. Ngicela uvala ama-message ngapha. Uze ukuthi abantu bathini, I'm sure bakhona abafuna abathi Malume right.
In-network yami, it's just down. Hey, sorry. My network here is down. No, Auntie, you see, I'm reading the messages on my WhatsApp, and my WhatsApp here is showing yellow to say that there's no network. I don't know what's going on because I'm live with you, so I don't know. But hi, you guys, you can still send the messages, and we'll read the messages as and when we get the network. 077-4460-100, 077-4460-100. So just in case you've just logged on, we are Sky's Metro FM, of course, I know, and we just welcome you to the program. Today we're talking about marriage. Is marriage overrated? Is marriage overrated? Why are marriages not working nowadays as compared to with our forefathers? You can come through. We are also live on Facebook, on Sky's Metro FM, and now I'm scared to say us.
No, you can say it. We love it. We love it when you say Sakane.
And Asakane.
We love it when you say Asakane. Listen, let me read this comment. I got a comment that is interesting. Mahumba Carleton. Mahumba Carleton. Hello. Marriage is a partnership between two people who choose to embark in a journey of adventures together. Now, some people have bad intentions, etc. Some good, all in generally, but I'm saying, Malume, there are options available. I don't like the expression expect idea. Yes, you can use everything, but Malume, there are prenuptial agreements, community and out of community property. Now at PK, God sacrifices things when and if you available. Listen to me. Listen to me, Mama. Listen. The minute you bring it about prematurely community, out of community, and what, let's put an expiry.
That's where that's where the problem starts.
Let's make this thing expire. Amalobolo should be half.
Okay. So we have to
should be shared between the two. Why am I supposed to be one paying amalobolo? Why? For the why?
Okay. This is my understanding.
There is a response from Mundaba. I allow me to read this for you. What no PK? What no PK mana kancane mana. Hang on. No PK. I'm reading as he wrote it. No PK. Mana kancane. No PK. Wait. Hold on. Prior it was just 5 cows, 4 cows. Ugangaziwe was never $20,000. Kakazi was never $20,000, and that is an abuse of amalobolo. Grocery $10,000. PK, can you imagine that? He says that. Can you imagine that? PK, $10,000.
I can feel like you're the one who wrote this message.
Yeah,
I can feel like you're the one who wrote this message, right?
I can put it on the screen. There, it's on the screen. You see it?
No. I mean the way you're reading the message, it's like actually you guys were writing together. Okay, this is my understanding. I correct me if I'm wrong. This is my understanding of ilobola. Why it's necessary. I think ilobola is a way just of seeing whether you are able to take care of me in future. You know, of course, yes, I know people are commercializing it and all that, which is wrong. We have to say it as it is. It's wrong, auntie. But I think it was done, or it's still done. Why we're doing it now is so that it's a way of showing who would mean for me if you come to my clan. It's a way when you pay lobolo. It's a way of showing you guys. I am able to take care of Pam Kelly. This is what I have. you know. Just to show $2,000. But of course, I know that there are people who are greedy in courts. That are using their children or their child to make money. Well, I don't know, because there's no quantification. There's no way you can quantify how wealthy I am in terms of amalobolo. I don't think it's possible.
Lalela PK. You see, because the way you just spoke about the amalobolo. Bangani, please share the link. Invite us to come and join us. As always, Mina, Malume Fresh, Malume Wachana. But before we go further, I think it would be nice to go back and listen to Idlalate Elimnandi. Elicha Eliphumela Mhlanje Sinazo. Let's just take a quick water break as we enjoy the music from Sinazo Begazela. It's just passing Ukalanga. Right, Mangarmami, welcome back to the conversation. Mina namhlanje lingazi kahle lingazi linkonda bahlali beAsakhane. You've known me for 5 years. Mina okhuluma nguMalume Fresh, Malume Wachana, Malume Wazukulu. Kodwa ngihamba le ntombi endala from Skies Metro FM, uPemkeli PK. Sisakaza sikhona apha ku 100.3 FM Skies Metro Radio, as well as Skies Metro Facebook page. Namhlanje ngikhohle ukutshela wena ntombi yami ukuthi we are also broadcasting out of our YouTube channel, Sky Asakhane Live YouTube channel. That's where we are. I just got reminded to surprise me. I just got reminded because I saw a comment from the YouTube audience. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. Our comments are here, PK. Comments are coming through. Comments are coming through. And
Konapa was going to ask, because I saw you when you're playing this song, the song that you just played, Katesi, and you're just sitting there, not dancing. This is something that causes marriages to fall apart. I'm busy dancing, and I'm like, let's come and dance, and we're now phone. This is exactly, you see, all those things. This is some of the things that. Why? We are supposed to be dancing together. You see, now you see, Wi-Fi wants to dance, but our phone. And then I said, so what am I saying? Why am I here? I mean, I'm trying to love my man, and then I got a phone in each.
I know. But listen, if you want to join us, the conversation is not just between me and Alo PK. We are just introducing the conversation. Young people, PK, I spoke to a young person during the week. And this young man said he does not believe that human beings are supposed to be monogamous. He does not believe that we should be giving a title or a name to anything. People should just be. And then I asked him, I said, what are you talking about? Are you telling me you should just look at a girl and start talking to a girl, and the next minute you are sliding into your sheets? And after that, it's done. And if you look another one and you like her and you talk to her, then you can slide into her sheets too, and vice versa. Would you be okay with them doing that? And then he took a step back. I said, come on, marriage is a beautiful thing. It just has to be done right. Marriage is a beautiful institution. It just has to be done right. And I strongly believe But anyway, before we go further, it's not about my opinion. It's about the comments. It's about the audience. It's about the people that are listening to us, that are joining us.
People come. Where are they? Are they not coming? They should come. Because now the problem is I can't read anything here on WhatsApp. Is now the message is coming because my WhatsApp it seems as if it's down at the moment.
So can we say those that want to send messages, because PK's WhatsApp message is done, you can send on the other number +1 289 200 9359 +1 289 200 9359. Ngiyalazi phela lina PK bantu beSky's Metro, bantu be-radio nxa likhuluma ngale libizela abantu amanumber fast, umuntu agcine ngasayibambanga inamba ethi kathi utheni ngizayiphinda futhi njalo +1 289 200 9359 +1 289 200 9359. Noma sothi uyibambe inamba.
Sebezwile.
Message. Let me read this one. This one I know it's going to offend you in a sense, but I'm just going to read it in a way. Marriage is a fantastic union. Let us not be mistaken by those relationships which happen due to lust. Marriage nowadays is spoiler. It's spoiler. Hold on. It's spoiler. Its participants are fake from the start. Yeah, I'm a participant. Are fake from the start. Yeah. For instance, ujaha will fall in love lo sis ofake inzipho. Oh. Ofake nezipho. Lenene is fake as far as zingapimkheli lezi. But you see, and expect ujaha to be genuine. Hayi into enjani ke le. Hayi lingangisweli please bodade, lingangisweli bodade, ngiyaxolisa please lingangisweli bodade, but let's all go to the basics. Let's go to the basics.
Katilina, when you're looking for a woman to put in
this message.
Oh, it's still coming. Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm reading, babe.
Sorry.
Please, but let's all go to the basics after and get the institution or marriage working, and get the institution of marriage working. As for ilobolo kanti vele kulotsholwayo ukuthi ini kulotsholwane ukwenzani kwakhona. What for? For the why? For who? Why lobolo? Hey, that's what the message. Angazi.
Listen, going back to the basics, I think before you get married, you need to understand your family from your partner, your partner's family, the background about everything about your partner. I think it's important. Of course, into like what he's saying about come on, man. I don't know. You see, men always complain about these fake things. But surprisingly, you guys go for those people. Go for us. You come to us wearing these things. Abantu, they'll start saying, hey, uyadubeka. I want to be next week. No one will even tell me that I'm looking nice. Oh, the messages are coming through now. I see the messages. In the network is corner. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Love. Oh my word. So next week, I promise you fresh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come with my bands.
I don't want that. And also for who? For what?
Okay, why don't you want that? You have actually stopped me from having my bands. Why?
Yeah, I know.
But this is who I am. This is who I am.
And this is what I like. I like this. And I like what I see. Unless if you're coming like bands for this guy who comment here, you don't do that, and the relationship is over, my dear. Simple. Simple. Relationship with umuntu and they do what they do. So because he's not putting a standard for everybody, he's just making his own comments. It's his personal opinion. Right.
Let's hear about what they say. There's somebody who wants to phone. Do you want to repeat the number again?
2 + 1 289 200 9359. +1 089-200-9359. Right, PK, ibambe khonapho ngifake nansi apha i-guest. We have our first guest who wants to tell us ukuthi marriage ngumbhedo, asazi uthini. Ndumiso kaGatsheni, kunjani faka ndlo? Fana ekhaya. Welcome. Good to see you.
Wakithi.
Yebo.
Niyaphila.
Siyaphila thina, siyaphila. Siyabonga mfowethu ukuba i-first guest yethu ngokungena uzovula inkundla. Indoda enje enesibindi njengawe ukuthi uthi awumuzwayo uhleli udzikamile, uhlezi kuthiwa umusha wakho akadzikama. PK akadzikama. Unesibindi sokuthi uyizokhuluma ngomshado wena uthi hayi marriage inje. Ayisike sizwe. Is marriage overrated or it is a beautiful institution, and why, if it is a beautiful institution, and if it is overrated, why do you think it is overrated?
Angithi yazi esintwini thawa umqalo wesiziba inkosi.
Nazo.
No, ngizokhulumela esayidini lami. Injani studio?
Siyaphila kunjani?
Hayi siyaphila.
All right.
Siyazi ukuthi yini lesihlanganisile lapha hayi siyabonga.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Okay, ithi ngiqale kanje malume. Ezemene uzube nesithunzi. Ngiyawubiza ngedignity. Udinga ubambo lwakho. Right?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Ukuze ube lesithunzi futhi ube umkhwena ohloniphekayo. Kumele lobole.
Okay.
Right. Abazali bamkhulisile ngabona intombi ngesintu kumele lobole ubonise ukuthi hayi into oyithandileyo uyayibhatalela.
Okay.
You understand?
Ngilawe mfowethu.
Right. The fact is esuke ibamba abantu ukuthi mase lobolile sebone ngathi he owned that person.
Okay.
Ngoba ngabhadala so manje uthi ngenze noma yini. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
No.
You need to respect your partner so that you get respected.
Siyakuzwa.
You understand?
Siyakuzwa lokho.
Mina ngendlela engakhuliswa ngakhona umfazi ungezwe se-argue kakhulu. Just go outside to toilet fresh air uzothola seyihlisa umoya.
Right.
You understand? Ngoba ungaqala u-argue nomfazi on any fight angeke uzowine i-argument.
Ibambe khonapho. Ndumiso. Kuqakathekile ukuthi ngihle ngivele ngunqande ngoba ngakwekela ngiyakubona uzagcina ulahleka ugcina usithatha idzimire. Ngihle ngivele ngunqande. Angifuni, I don't want you to tell me what makes marriage work. I don't want you to tell me what to avoid in marriage. I don't want you to do that. I need you to tell me that marriage is a beautiful institution, a right.
Yeah.
Ungantsheli ngokuthi umelanga uthaya umfazi. Ungantsheli ukuthi umelanga uphikisana nomfazi. Ungantsheli ukuthi umfazi umela bezokuphekela. Hayi.
But that's the part of the topic, angithi. We going there.
Ungacela usungitshela sisiyade ngitshela ukuthi inaba ngokuthi gxila khonapho umthetho impendle yini.
Uyinto enhle kakhulu
into. Yes, ngitshela ke the beauty yomthetho. Wena but usungitshela the negative, ngitshela the beauty about it ukuthi impendle ngalo.
Oh, okay. Umthetho umuhle ezemeni uyahlonipheka ngoba unomuntu ongumama uba nezingane umuzi ukhule yabo but indoda nawe uyakwazi uzwe ubizwe ngomacha inyoka mawungalamfazi which means it's something engekho right. You understand? So mawuyindoda vele kwamele ube lo muntu wesifazane ukuze uhlonipheke ukuze impilo iyatshintsha. You're going to in another level of life. You understand?
Yeah.
Umfazi uyakubona ukuthi let's keep asibeke imali ukuze senze lokhu nalokhu, but uyi-one you can't think about that. Uzobe uthi hayi kuyafana noma ngayenza yini noma yini, but umfazi it controls you. Yabo uyakucontrol ukuthi okay, let's build our life this and this and this.
Nine yakhuluma madoda.
But ma uyi-one hayi uyawuthekela ama-takeaway, but umfazi uyakuthi ube lesichill. Understand?
Yeah, madoda.
Now you keep on adjusting until you get there. Usuzicabangela wethu ukuthi okay, isikhathi sesitshayile sesithiyo sugijima naso.
So it's a beautiful thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing and it's not overrated.
100%, and I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
Uthethe Ndumiso.
How?
Yes, he's enjoying
it.
But Fresh, do you want him to say he's not married?
Kumele cace ukuthi ushadile. Kumele cace ukuthi ushadile. Ibambe khona lapho mfana kithi ngile caller lapha ephone. Let's take the caller on the phone and hear what they're saying. Nyakwamukela emoyeni, you're live on air. Hello? I can't hear you. Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. Nyakwamukela emoyeni.
Hello, kunjani baba?
Ngiyaphila mntaka baba, unjani wena? Hayi siphilile mfowethu, sikwamukele emoyeni, ngithi kuwe hlala edabeni kwenzela ukuthi sivule ucingo.
Kulungile ke baba. Hayi ngibingelele uSiphem, ngibona so uncomfortable nge-comment yami jana sespam. It's me who wrote that comment etibalwa nguMr. Lomez lapha ethi osisi babonakala sebelenzipho zabo.
Okay.
The way you are appearing, but it was to initiate debate. When I was saying let's go back to the basics, what I'm trying to say, in a relationship, relationship you develop a relationship and then it leads to family reunions. And most of the time, what I've realized over the years is sometimes you have to go back and say, and most of the time you realize what a house which is built upon a rock will withstand the forces that sort of like affect it. And if you build your house upon a rock, it will stand at all times. So my relationship with
yeah.
What happened to him?
Yeah, a connection upon his network is connecting. But in the meantime, one is connecting. Right. Yes, siyakuzwa manje. Uthi kuya ngokuthi isikhathi esiningi abantu usubuza nxa belenkinga ukuthi kuhlangane kuphi. Utsho njalo.
Kuhlangane kuphi lahlangana njani?
Yebo.
Yikho lapho kulodaba khona. Ukuthi lokhana okade ngikhuluma ngakho kwenzipho lapha I was initiating a debate. Uyahlangana la usise efaka inzipho.
Right.
Ekuhlonipha endlini akuhlonipha ukudlula usiso omhlangane la elamabhanzi
nazo ke yebo.
Now so lapha sokuyihamba ngokuthi khona into enzama ukuyitsho in short malume engadlalisa isikhathi ngiyokuthi khona kulama relationship aqala ngenkanuko, kulama relationship aqala ngokuthi sifuna ukwakha ubuhlobo, kulama relationship amanye that are enforced by ama relationship ase-create ngumshado ukuthi abakozala labakobabazala bayazwana. Ithola kunzima ukuthi ngiyale umntwana womuntu esengiyakha ubuhlobo layo ngoba mawukhuzwa uyalalela, kodwa ungabona ukuthi one of the partners kahloniphi inside, yikho lapho ohlobone khona ukuthi umuntu lo ubuye vele lenhloso yakhe, uyabona.
Right.
Ngingazi besenza hlanhlatha lapha ngingajela abanye beqedise but
hayi awuhlahlathi mfowethu ufaka owakho umbono siyabonga kakhulu ngombono wakho laphana ngoba yabona intombi yami uPK kathesi ube uqalise besekhwehlela evala ngendololwane ukuze ngingaboni uthule enzipho kodwa manje sevala ngesandla inzipho sezivele ukuthi akunazo asiyabonga mntakababa ngokumkhulu laphana sizaphinde sikhulume angithi
uthe uyasithanda phela sakusela need yokufihla
siyabonga right PK.
But I think the base foundation is important.
Yeah,
I agree with him to say your foundation is important for marriage. It is important. If you have the wrong foundation, everything will just go wrong. Right, yes, right, that's fine, maybe for a couple of years or not, but as long as the foundation is not right, inkinga izabuya phambili and it won't last and it won't work.
Right. Ndumiso, we'll tell you are happily married, Mtakababa, and marriage is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It is not overrated, and you seem to really understand what marriage is about. Mthanda ukubongela mfowethu, uhlale khonapho ibambe njalo, umthanda umuntu wakho and respect the institution as you so understand. Enguthembayo ke wena Ndumiso. Enguthembayo.
Yeah.
Yikuthi lwana omunye ngale. Uyazwisisa umshado ngendlela wena uyizwisisa ngakhona ibambe khona abamntakababa ube levikeli
hayi siyabonga nibe right la
siyabonga mntakababa ake senze kanje
we the best. Join Malume Fresh and Pam Kelly every Sunday live on Asakane Live Facebook page, Skies Metro FM radio and Facebook page as they talk about anyone and anything that affect our generation in our community. Skies Metro FM radio, Esabantu.
Yes, go ahead, Mama. Go ahead.
Okay, just to remind our listeners, it's 22 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock, right here on Skies Metro FM, Esabantu, 100.3 FM and 94.1, www.skiesmetroradio.co.zw. We are live on Skies Metro FM Facebook page. We are live on Asakane live Facebook page. And also, we also have to remind our viewers and listeners that we are in festive season and we need to be kind and help those who are less fortunate. So on this program, starting next week, we'll be giving away a grocery hamper, courtesy of Me and Fresh, right? Yes, courtesy of Me and Fresh. So we'll be giving away a hamper. So all you have to do is to come through and you tell us who you think deserves that Christmas voucher or a Christmas hamper. Why do you think? We want somebody who is less fortunate, who you think they won't be able to buy just a few things for them and their family, and you come and you tell us why, and then at the end of the program we will be giving away food hampers or grocery hampers. Fresh.
This is someone who's got to be, at least in Zimbabwe, someone who can access Skies Metro FM offices in Pioneer House. There, umkhulumele lo muntu sizomnikeza ama-food hampers. We're just giving away. Even lamhlanje, we can give away one. Come on, we can give away one. Why not? Listen.
You are enjoying the marriages, okay? So, this
is a very interesting conversation. And I'm loving the comments too. If you're watching us, please share the link. Let me check. Check and they do not celebrate each other. You know, this is a Matabelean channel. This is where we are. Matabelean people do not celebrate each other, and they do not want to see omunye umuntu ephumelele siba muhle siba right ethandwa ngabantu. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true, but let me check how many people actually shared the link, because the people that if there's very few people that have shared the link, which it's true. It's true. You understand? But before we go further, let me read this comment. Let me read this comment. PK. PK. Three. PK. 3 times.
Oh.
PK. For your marriage to work, For a marriage to work,
Uh-huh.
for a marriage to work, only
Uh.
one comment matters. Only one
Oh.
comment. Only one. Listen, I'm still reading. I'm still reading. Only one comment matters.
Uh-huh.
Only one man's views should matter. Only one
Mhm.
man's views should matter. Okay, I'm still reading.
Mhm.
Yona i-comment yomndeni wakho. Yes, this is. What's your comment yomndeni wakho? Umamakho. Umazibani bani. Yeah, umazibani bani. Their comments should never matter in your life. Ukucho wena not bona. Right. Uthi ake ngibale kathi ngiyakubona ukuthi awizwanga. Awizwa. For your marriage to work, mntanami, for your marriage to work, only one comment matters. Only one man's views should matter. My
yes.
views should matter. Only my views should matter. Yes.
I'm agreeing. I'm nodding. I'm agreeing with him.
Yona i-comment yomndeni wakho. Umama wakho, don't worry about your mother. Don't worry about your mother's comments. Umazibani bani, yeah, that neighbor. Don't worry about their comment either. Their comments should never matter in your life. Ushade wena, not bona. You are the one that is married here, not bona. Here's a comment.
All right, Pastor Fresh. Hey, listen, I agree with him, but I think the person is either he or she. I didn't get the name. Okay, but anyway, it's a he. I wanted to say, something. I wanted to say something that he raised, especially about views of is the hlobo, abangane, and all that. There's something that I've always said when I'm talking to my friends, and like when you get married, especially to a daughter-in-law, being loved by your mother-in-law or by your sister-in-law, for me, it's a bonus. As long as me and you, Fresh, were cool, everyone else doesn't matter. They'll come to the party later. As long as you and me, we are cool, everyone else. It's very difficult for you if you are loved by the family and the man or the woman is not only in your corner. It won't work. But if you guys are together fighting for the same thing, we can go against anyone. And we can do anything against anyone. Being loved by your in-laws, it's a bonus. It's not a must, as long as I have you by my side. That's what matters.
There's another special guest here. Let me do this. Before we go further, can you say Asakane? Please? Please say Asakane.
Asakane.
I love you, Pem Kelly. Welcome to the new guest, Love Signoro Unlock. It's been a long time, Signoro. Good to see you. Welcome to the conversation. Signoro, unmute yourself. Welcome to the show. Where are you? Where are you? Yes.
Malume, Linjani, Mazalani, Linjani, Lonke, Salmonana, Sakane family, in a long time,
It's been a long time. I have one question for you. Before we go further, Signora. Actually, your sound is a bit bad today, but let me ask you this question. Well, here's a Signora.
Yeah.
Hello?
His connection is so bad, Dad.
His connection is so bad. Let me put
him
on. Right, now
you're allowed you very loud and clear.
Now you're clear. I'm going to ask you a question. This question, PK, I need you to take this question with you. Lumbuzo wabuzwa ngumfundisi wami ngensuku zami ngiseseli Pathfinder ebuza udadewethu lomkakhe beshada, my late sister, may her soul rest in peace. Signor, wathi yena lamhlanje wena Signor uyashada. Lamhlanje Signor usikhethile intombi yakho, here is the woman that you've chosen. Wakungumfundisi wami odube u0. Oh, I missed that pastor. Wathi yena usukhethile intombi yakho sesilihlanganisile lamhlanje. Njoba lizaphuma lapha lihamba lisiya ku honeymoon. I am going to give you my Cessna. And this Cessna, and I tell you that this Cessna only sits two people in this Cessna. Kodwa ke kuthi after 2 hours ngizwe sokungena ucingo kumakhala ekhukhwini ngitsho i-cellphone yami phela lapha wena sinyoro isikhala kunguwe ufona uthi we mfundisi wami umfundisi uMalume uNtshebe ngithi mina kuwe if plane isifuna ukuwa, the plane is about to come down, it's feeling heavy. It's feeling heavy. Umfundisi ngibe sensithi kuwe libangaki in that plane, how many are you in that plane? Ubususithi hayi sibathathu yimi lo mkami lo mama, I'm flying it. Kodwa ngihambe lo mama lo mkami ngibe sengithi kuwe wena sinyoro ngithe mina kuwe that plane only takes 2 people, so we overload. For you to save your lives kumele ukhethe between unyoko lo mngakho oyedwa umphosele phansi, throw them through the window, umphosele phansi abuya phansi umbuke esiya phansi athi wi afika athi phata phansi afe, uzokhetha bani phakathi kwenyoko nomngakho? Nakho umbuzo sinyoro, is marriage overrated or is marriage a good institution? Asingene endaweni wena sinyoro, it's been a long time since I saw you and spoken to you mntaka baba. I'm happy to have you, but ngene endabeni ngoba singaxoxa singadliwa isikhathi kodwa ngene endabeni.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What have I done? What have I done to deserve this, Malume?
It's a warm welcome,
Wow.
my brother.
Very,
It's a warm
very
welcome.
interesting. Very interesting. It's unbelievable what happens in the love triangle. Yourself, your mother, your wife, and yet it's so true. It's the reality of things in life. It's very difficult. That's what we call chicken and egg. Do you fry the egg or you hash the egg and enjoy the chicken?
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult. It's extremely difficult to forget the person that brought you on earth. It's very difficult to prioritize anybody other than the person that brought you on earth. I'm just presenting facts as they are, and I hope we agreeing to agree that surely the person who brought you on earth is the most important person, second most important after God. Meaning, to forget that parent, that person that brought you on earth, then you must think and think again. Some did not make it; they were aborted. Some were thrown in the trash, and the list is long. Meaning, when you then decide to ukusuka ekhwapheni kamama labazali ususiba indoda ube lo mfazi, it's a bold decision. That is the starting point. It's not easy. It's a bold decision. That's why because it's something that we are engaging ourselves in. But njebano sicho indizamchina ufuna oyedwa awe. It's a dangerous game, and it is supposed to be a very, very beautiful game. Love is a very dangerous game. It's supposed to be an institution. An institution, there's collaboration. But in an institution of marriage, there's no collaboration in that triangle. Hence this question, which is very
right. So
very difficult to articulate.
Let's go further. Is it overrated? Is marriage overrated, or it's a beautiful institution? Should it be looked at and even that is transitional? They say culture is fluid, culture is transitional. Should marriage is marriage overrated? Let me ask you that question boldly. But just let me ask you that. Is marriage overrated or no? Is marriage a beautiful thing? If it's overrated, tell me why you think it's overrated. If it's a beautiful thing, just tell me marriage is a beautiful thing because of this and that.
Let me start by saying marriage was supposed to be an institution. It's no longer an institution. That's my view. It was meant to be an institution. Institution, we all know what an institution is. Where there's supposed to be collaboration. So that's the starting point. It was meant to be an institution. It's no longer an institution. It's overrated. And that makes it, that nullifies the institution part. It was meant to be an institution, but because
I think we have lost him.
So PK, he says
do you want me to answer that?
He just said marriage is overrated. But answer that question. Usinyoro is gone. Let me remove him there because we're going to put another guest. Right, answer the question, my dear.
Okay, I think me and you will both jump and you will leave my mother up there.
Aye. The question is, you
no.
Uh-huh. You are flying the plane.
Uh-huh.
You have to save 2 people's lives and 1 person must be thrown out. Who do you choose between me and your father?
I have to save I have to save 2 people. Oh, 2 people.
Yeah.
Oh,
you are the pilot. You are the pilot. You have to save me or your father. Who do you choose? Hang on. Who do you choose?
Okay.
Usinyoro utekona marriage is overrated. We heard him. He said marriage is overrated. I don't know if I agree with that, but it is his.
Okay.
His
can I just read these comments? It says Pam Kelly, you want local culture on Lobola, but once done, English culture sets in. That's 50-50 issues. That's a hypocrisy. Please choose what you want. Choose what you want, ladies. Thank you. Well, this is somebody who is just loving us. Okay, let me just read. I know he's not answering. He's not talking about the show, but he says, Pam, I was one of the people who were said when you wrapped up in Chanjizagiti, thought my Sunday was night radio was dead, but you and Uncle Fresh seem to be refining the odds together. Thank you, Saddam. Thank you. And then sorry, hi Passions, how are you? Then it says okay, no, I've read this one. Let's see. All right. Okay, you can go through, you can proceed. Hey, you can talk to our guest.
Right. Let's there's someone here. You see that pin? You see that comment that I pinned there?
You made my day for a JE.
This person, I don't know who he is, but he knows me, he knows my father. Okay. I don't know who he is.
Okay, so he's saying you made his day. What did you say?
I don't know what I said, but what the
please, can you tell us, Bongani? Can you tell us what Fresh said? We want to hear what he said, and then
I said
we can judge.
I said a lot of good things today. Come on, man. I said a lot of amazing things. You know that.
Okay.
On radio, call in if there's a family that you know that you'd like for us to give a Christmas grocery pack voucher, Christmas voucher today. Call in on Sky's on +1 289 200 9359 +1 289 200 9351. It must be someone that is deserving. Konapo in and around Bulawayo, because they'll have to go and meet up lo CSP abanikeze voucher upem carry. So do that. But without further delay, in that are listening to us from wherever you are listening to us, maybe Scotini, maybe Gwanda, Giti Konala Jandeni, maybe Pumole Matonkini, Angaz, Nkulumani, Kumbutut, Umzudam Pana Umzawami, wherever you are, or you're listening to us, it's a way hello there. Those that have sending in messages, if we haven't gotten to you, please be patient. We will get to you next time. But stand vote for joining. If you're watching us from Sky's Metro Facebook page, thank you for coming and thank you for joining us. Please share the link, because on Asakane, abantu bakasakane namhlanje bazondile bathe umalume se namhlanje you're not exciting us, we don't like this conversation, and they decided to say only 10 of us are going to share your link So ngiyalibona nilizondele lana bantu bayasakha. Only 10 people more nalo ngithi ngumhobholo. You must share the link. Share the link so that we can all enjoy this conversation and special conversations. Without wasting too much time, I think ngithi mina welcome intombi yakwamahlabathale. Antomdala.
Hello, PK. Hello, Malume. Linjani.
Hi, sis. How are you?
I'm very well.
Let me guess what she's going to say, PK. You want me to tell you what she's going to say? Her first words is going to say, marriage is a beautiful thing.
Hallelujah.
And it is a beautiful thing.
Right, so I mean, get us
right, but before I go into the topic, hey, upem namhla uyasivalisa. She's on flames. She's hot.
Thank you so much. Hey, thank you. I have to stay immersed.
Right.
Okay. No, you were right, Malone. Mina, I'm very pro-marriage. I believe in the institution of marriage. Umshado yinto enhle kakhulu, but I'm only pro-healthy marriages. Umshado that is healthy for both parties. I will not talk about marriages that are no longer healthy, right? And deeper into it, I'll talk about the little things like abantu abazikhulumayo that maybe end up affecting i-union yabantu abayi-two. People seem to be drilling in indaba yamalobolo. Amalobolo vele awa-involve mina lomngami, a-involve abantu abadala. However, I can understand why people end up being bitter or being anti these practices, because mhlawumbe abadala bona end up doing izinto ngendlela yabo, we won't say engayisiyo, and maybe begcina bebiza okugcina kukhama the other family or okwenza kungani bayathengiselwa. So maybe abadala need to be mindful when going into these negotiations ukuthi abantwana are coming together to become one, benza into enhle, bakha ubudlelwano, kasingakwenzini angani yi-business, kasikwenzeni ngendlela yakho vele ukuthi sihlanganisa imindeni emibili, and being grateful to the two parties that are bringing these families together. So amalobolo, I won't talk too much about them, but I just wanted to say I can understand why people end up feeling ukuthi usungena emtshadweni usubhitha ukuthi abangini bangichaja kakhulu, but you need to understand ukuthi bengingekho la ku-negotiation. It is what my adults decided. And so moving swiftly on, umshado is not overrated.
Yeah.
And i-value yomshado isebantwini abaphakathi kwayo. I'll talk about, Usnyoro said marriage is an institution that involves collaboration. And it's true.
And it's now overrated. It's overrated.
Lapho-ke yikho engimceza khona, yikho ngingalokhu zami. It needs collaboration, Malume. They say two become one. Sibuya sijaha lentombi, coming to start our own traditions, ukuzama ukwakha into yenu. Mina ngiyabe ngikuthande for whatever engubone kuwe lawe uthande ezinye izinto. However, the mistake that we make is you expect the 19-year-old or the 20-year-old me to remain enjalo right into my 50s. Umuntu uyakhula, but in a healthy marriage, people should grow together. What I love in my husband now, what I love him for, is totally different to what I loved him for 20 years ago. Because I have allowed him to grow. But if you're expecting that person who was there 20 years ago, uzasogola in this marriage, because I'm constantly evolving myself for ubungcono bemuli yethu. I'm not just doing it for myself, I'm doing it for both of us. So Larry, as he is growing as a person, I need to understand that ukukhula kwakhe is for the growth of our union and our home. Asidonselane sikhula sisakhisa umndeni wethu. I need.
Right.
That's where, so ekugcineni khona ukuthi abantu sebedonselana or sebebonana amaphutha yikho okwenza imishado singani iba yinto embi. And again, like people are saying they don't want to be monogamous anymore, Malume. It's because inhliziyo ihlezi ihawukele. Mina, I've always told myself, kulabo baba phandle who may always be appealing to my eye. Lo mkami like kulabantu angababona beaphila, but I have made a choice. Angithi ngizikhethele ngakhomitha. Inhliziyo vele yinto elengayo nxa ungayikhuzanga. But by accepting that I now want to be with this person, you're telling yourself that I will pray not to be tempted. I will avoid being in situations that put me in awkward positions. But by being married, you're not also saying you're not going to make mistakes. You will make mistakes. But liphambanisana, liza kulungisa likuthini. We no longer...
Ibambe khona bafethu. Ibambe khona. Ungabe usukhuluma ngendlela zokulalezo izinto. Bayakholisa lapha nongqabutho odawo babe lokho besithi amen amen into engapheli. Into esifuna ukuyizwa uthi marriage is a beautiful thing. I like it. But I need you to speak into the beauty of marriage. So that we understand why it is a beautiful thing. I don't want you to speak onto the problems that need to be resolved for the marriage to work.
Yes, definitely. Okay, fine. Malume kokuqala, living and creating with your best friend, your God-given partner. In that, there's power, there's beauty in that. Uguti, I'm saying I'm no longer going to be available to anybody else. That alone, Malume, says something about you, and it says something about the other person. Because Two, we move on to the growth that happens in a marriage. Two heads are better than one. I can progress, but when I've got somebody else who is the wind beneath my sails, I grow, I evolve, I need singabusiswa sibe labantwana yikwanda komdeni. And I say singabusiswa because again, children are not automatic in marriage. Abantwana are an extra and are a blessing in marriage. So kule minye imishado that are beautiful, which just kungumama lo baba bengabusiswanga ngabantwana, that is still a marriage. So we can't exclude those. So you can see this nxa ngikhuluma ngabantwana and sithi if labo bangaphiwa kuba yi-blessing. So Malume, I find it very difficult when you're asking me to say the beauty. I just think knowing that there's security, somebody that you can rely on wholeheartedly. I know if I have a problem today, they may not have the answers, but they will hold my hand and say, you know what, we've got this together. And God has got this for us.
Do you know the reason why you find it difficult?
Yeah.
It is because you're not speaking to your marriage. You have a beautiful marriage, one that me and I personally can say,
yeah,
because I know you. But for you to explain it is, if you say, I love marriage, I love my marriage because this is what I am gaining out of my marriage. Because uma uyiletha ngaleyo ndlela i-experience ye-journey yomchado wakho, the beauty about it, it's got challenges. No marriage is perfect, but the beauty about it, it encourages umemory lapha olaleleyo, usibongile olaleleyo, umelusi olaleleyo, ukubana i-beauty yayo kuyini marriage. This is what you are getting, because right now people don't understand. Ngicela ukuthi kamfu ngifake khoneni because ngiyakwazi kahle, and I think you're one of the few people engabadelela bakufake in that space to speak in that way.
Yeah, Malume said and you're right in saying it's difficult because, but growing with somebody is beautiful, Malume. Always
Yes.
knowing there's somebody that's there in your corner.
That's all.
That again, also, I'm a better person than I was 20 years ago, thanks to the men that I'm with right now.
Thank you.
You know, who I am as a person speaks volume of the man that he is. And I don't think I would be the same person today, Enyeko. I wouldn't have the same things that I have, even materially, if this man wasn't there today. So, ngiyakubona ukuqakatheka komtshado, but importantly, also in a role ayidlalayo in my family. He's the brother that we never had for my siblings. So there's a lot of things that I enjoy in the institution of marriage. But uthi ngusingle awuthi unzima Malume angithi. But I am very pro-marriage. It's not overrated. And the value of marriage is in the hands of the people. Abawuphetheyo lowo mtshado.
Beautiful. PK.
Can I just come in there?
Yes,
I wanted
go
to
ahead,
say,
PK.
have I told you lately that I love you?
I love you.
I was supposed to sing this with Fresh, but I'm going to sing it to you first. But you know what you're saying is beautiful. But I also wanted to ask, you know that there are people. What do you say to those people? Just divert it, Bijana, Fresh. Allow me to do so.
Before you go further, I have a caller. Before you have a caller, go further.
Okay.
Hello there. Yes, you're live on air.
Okay. The question is, what is marriage, ne?
Yeah, and is marriage overrated?
Okay. Sasizwile from Sisi who was talking just now. Ukuthi marriage is a beautiful institution. And then the next question it says, is it overrated?
Yeah.
From my own understanding, ne? Something that is overrated, it's something that is valued too highly.
Yes. Yeah.
It's no longer overrated because
It's-
abantu sebekwanisa ukuthi bebe lezimuli out of marriage. Sesikwanisa ukuthi sibe labantwana out of marriage. Sesikwanisa ukuthi si-prosper in our careers sisingekho ku-marriage. So ensukwini namuhla i-marriage it's no longer overrated. That's my comment, my contribution. Thank you.
So it's no longer overrated. Are you saying it was overrated before?
Yes, it used to be.
PK, uyamuzwa?
Yes, I can hear.
Akumbuza, akukhulume la.
Please, can you explain further what you mean by that?
Ngiyamuzwa mina kodwa.
My sister. Yes, you explain.
So explain
Yeah.
Is it overrated? Overrated. It's something that is valued, something that is too highly. Like if a member of our family is getting married, you know, it's something that is so esteemed. But now, when I can still prosper, I can still get empowered as a woman.
Okay. I hear you. Okay, no, that I hear you. Thank you so much for your contribution. Hey.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
Where did she go? I wanted to ask you a question, not her.
Oh, sehambile.
You know, but I can ask you, you know, but maybe we need to talk. You know, there are people who are in good marriages who don't see, like, you can, you know, people from outside, they can say, but you know what? That man has a good woman, but he's just a jerk, or vice versa. Yeah, there are people that are against it. Oh, you know what? That is a beautiful, you know, that man has a beautiful, I mean, not beautiful. I'm not talking about beautiful woman outside. I'm talking about everything. Exactly. That's a good woman, yeah. But now we are going to value that relationship. Me, personally, I won't be valuing, or vice versa. It could be people saying, hey, Pam, he's got a good husband, that is a husband to die for. But because Mina,
it might not be a problem. They might not be wrong. You are a good person, good woman, but not for me.
But I'm not good for you. I'm not good.
Now when umsana wekalanga laphana, umsana wekalanga asimnikezela a minute ngoba sesale 5 minutes to close the show ngoba kuzamela sibele round up sisodwa. Umsana wekalanga kunjani fana ekhaya? Unmute, unmute yourself.
Let me check.
Yes, you're okay now. You're okay now.
Atitahawa sekuluma hawa shini.
Uyasilahla ngena esihlalo esahlukene usalele 2 minutes.
Malume.
We can't.
Yebo.
Malume, mina ngishadaka ne. Kodwa
uyawazi umtshado uthi kuyini?
Ngisazoshada noma kusho ukuthi ngishade kayi3 malume ngisazoshada.
No. Uyawazi ini umshado? Do you know what marriage is?
Angiwazi sisi kodwa la ngubonela khona ngubuka from afar. Sengiyibonile eminye emibi, sengiyibonile eminye emihle, and I admire emihle more than emibi because ngafunda ukuthi kahle kahle kune i-choice engiyenzayo mina ukuthi I marry right or I marry wrong. Then kuba i-problem yami ngoba ngiyazikhethela kahle kahle. Akekho forced ngisho into engizikhethele yona.
Yebo.
So yes. Okay.
To your question, so you don't know what marriage is, but you have kettle. Is it overrated or not?
Yabona masingathi umshado awuoverrated, umshado right kahle nje 100%. Like ngibona umshado alright malume unama benefits amaningi kakhulu more than umshado wrong. Umshado right nje uright. Uyohlala uright futhi. Lokho kwabo overrated nani noma ushade kahle washada right akuna ukuthi kuzothwa over umshado muhle malume.
Hold up. What do you mean when you say umuntu uyabethade kahle?
Mangishade for the right reasons. First, ngishade ngoba ngiyafuna, ngishade ngoba ngiyakwanisa, ngishade ngoba isikhathi bese sifikile. Yikho kushada right. Ngingashatelanga for my selfish reasons, both parties. Ngingashatelanga for ukugcwalisela abantu, ngingashatelanga for the day or ukuthi kuthiwa ngishadile. But ngishade ngoba ngibona isikhathi sase right, ngiyazi ukuthi why ngishada konke lokho ngikuthethe into consideration then I decide yazini it's time. I think so right ukuthi ngishade manje.
Because sometimes when you get married, sometimes you won't be putting your mind into it, and you realize later, this is not my kind of thing,
I think I have one more person, 2 people there that I just want them to say their last remarks.
Siyabonga msana wenkalanga.
Asifuna ukuxabana labantu. Mfana kithi. Ngifuna ukukunikeza insilela.
Okay mfana.
Identify amadoda alemizi ehambayo that have been in their long-lasting marriages, esimdala. Obaba, as a man, uhlale phansi labo ukhulume labo babuza ukuthi umshado vele kuyini and kuyini okwenza umshado wabo wasebenza for where they are today. Lokho ngikutsho ngoba you are still a single person. Uqale ngecomment ukuthi nizoshada kahle noma ngaze ngashada kabili kathathu. To me, it should not be a comment to make. Kumele uthi mawushada injongo yakho ibe ukushada kanye and spend the rest of your life la leyo ntombi oyikhethelwe ngumvela inqangi labadala labaphansi ukuthi this is ubambo lwakho isoulmate yakho for the rest of your life. Don't go into it with an option ukuthi kungehlula senzadinga omunye otherwise you'll be doing it wrong. Ake ngikuchiye ngale insilela as a big brother.
But first, what if maybe he okay.
He's frozen.
Okay, never mind.
Mshanga manakets wa freeze. What imbiselo signoro la para. Right, signoro besakhuluma pana signoro sisalele 1 minute but I'll just give you a few seconds to speak. Le ntombi yakomahlabana ithwala afterward la speak and then sesivala uhlelo.
But
okay, my examination, you just have to make use of the available answers. So
Yeah.
umbuzo wakho mina, I would rather, even if whatever it takes me in a parachute, I would rather jump out of the plane. But
Uthi mama nentombi yakho phezulu.
into engiyikhuluma le kuyenzakala, abantu abakwazi ukuthi uhambe njani. Umuntu uthiwa wanyamalala wachiya imuli yakhe. And as adventurous as I am, it's easier said than done. But I'm attempting to answer the question. I would rather jump out of the plane and save the two lives.
Yes.
And on the overrated part, it's still again difficult because overrated is overvaluing into. So, but looking at things now, marriage is no value. It might be overdressed. My understanding would be it's overdressed. Hence, it's now complicated. Hence, it's now so we will and it kicks in my statement, earlier statement. With my view is that it was meant to be an institution. It's no longer an institution, but I'm not too sure about it being overrated because there's no value that has been added to the marriage now. In fact, you are lucky to survive in a marriage today. It's about luck. And yet, Malume, on the definition of marriage, it's quite deep. What you said is very, very deep. It's not something that you do. It's not something that you do and have an afterthought. It's not something that you do and there's no retreat, no surrender. So it then concludes that it's not an easy game. It's a predicament. It was an institution, but zonke izintolezi nova ukhuluma ukuthi laba phansi and all that. And I think that is the issue that is at the crust of these topics. What has happened to our marriages? What has happened to the institution? It is the importation of because now those things, they are glittery and all that, but they are destroying the institution.
Again, bonga lapana signoro sesidliwe isikhathi lapana emsakazweni. Thank you very much baba. Again ukukhiphe lapana sizakuqhubeka ngelinye ilanga nangwana lapana intombi yakwamahlaba ayithwale angazi ubube uphendukele uzobuzwa umbuzo nguwe PK kumbe there's something to add because you wanted to ask her something. We just need 1 minute because we're out of time.
PK, hello. PK, so I don't know whether she still wants to ask the question.
Yes, I do. I want to know what there. I was saying that there's people who are in good marriages that don't appreciate that they have good men or they have good women. What's your advice to them? I know we're diverting just a bit, but I know that there's a lot of people who have good men, who have good wives, but they just don't appreciate them.
Hello. Kunzima ukukhomenta to say babe benga appreciate. Perhaps emehlweni abantu they don't appreciate, but what makes them to carry on being in those marriages? Because probably ba appreciate they are still working inside emchadweni yabo, but thina sikubonayo kuchiyene. You know, that's why I mean I've learned never to judge owenzakala ezindlini, because the picture is totally different at times to what is happening phandle. Doesn't value the person that they have. Kanti phakathi, they are working really hard to maintain that relationship, and that's why their partner is still with them. So it's difficult.
No, because sometimes you're raised to say that in your marriage you need to do whatever it takes, and they will not leave. They will not leave. Probably, maybe they will leave. I don't know. If the other partner has died or something, that's leaving. But it's not. Literally, we can't say it's leaving. They stayed until death.
Until I love PK. It's difficult. I don't like commenting because unzima. But what my own closing words were, I loved how Putlovu or Tega Chatanga, but Chatanga 1, 2, 3. That is exactly what is destroying our marriage. He's a good example. So I'm not going to use him per se as example. But emtshadweni eminingi sesingena sisithi silama options. And when you go into something telling yourself you have options, what are the chances of that working? Even in a job, if you're starting a job and you're going in there telling yourself, well, I've got other options, I'm good at what I do, I'll be headhunted, you're not going to give the best to lapho or corner. We need to start working on our marriages. We need to understand with but there must be commitment to say we will give it our best shot. I will say this on air. I didn't like my first 2 marriages, not because it was bad, but I just thought, is this it? Sokuphelile, swasesihlala sonke, and that's it. You know, but I had to check in, and we do check-ins all the time. Are we still where we want to be? Are we still because from irresponse yomuntu yami ukuthi maybe sensalela angithi maybe there are things I could do better, but there are good marriages. Bye-bye.
Siyabonga sis, okay. Thank you very much. PK!
6 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock.
You're going to get us in trouble, baby. You're going to get us in trouble. It's 6 minutes after the hour of 4 on PM Lapa Etuzen Asizulin. La Encore.
I'm sure. Good conversation, Fresh. It's good conversation. I'm sure we have learned a lot.
Can I give me your last words about marriage? Give me your last words. Your last words about marriage. I'll give
marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage, is a beautiful thing if you have the right person. There's nothing romantic and sexy to have, just to know that your man has your back or your woman has your back. You know, it's beautiful. So if you have the right partner and you think that it's worth fighting for, do so. But if you're pushing on your own, I can't say leave or stay. It's up to you. Right. Because both of you need to fight for the same. You have to have the same cause, fight for the same cause. You want to be together. If you see yourself just fighting for the marriage to work.
So, do you want to hear my few words?
I know when you say few words.
I gotta go and get him away in the
I know you when you when you say few words. I'm going to okay, so there is me, and I'm looking at you, and please, can you look at me when you're saying your last words? You have to look at me.
Marriage. Okay, I'm looking at you right now. Marriage is a beautiful thing. It is. It really is a beautiful thing. But it has to have, this is my strongest belief, you cannot commit to the idea of marriage. You cannot get married to the idea of marriage. Because once you are together with someone for the idea of saying you are married, and because lawe so it will never work. I believe that you and the partner that you have chosen, there must be that common superior power that you both believe in. If you believe in Isintu, if you believe in Amadlos, let it be your final destination for the two of you, where you go and you do a self-introspection and check when times are hard, because marriage is not an easy thing. The journey is very hard. It is a rocky and bumpy journey, bumpy road, full of curves, full of thorny grasses, thorns everywhere. It is a very, very difficult journey. For you to stand one day and sit back and say, I love my husband, I love my wife, I wouldn't be where I am today without this man. I would never be where I am without this man. It is because you have overcome those obstacles. But it is also a beautiful thing that you should be able, when you are fighting, to go down on your knees and talk to the higher power, that which you are liable to, be it your God, be it Amadlozi, be it Allah, you must be able to go down and kneel. You must be able to say in the morning at 3 a.m. uvule ilihlo wena PK umthole ngiguqile eceleni kombheda ngikhuluma nomdali, praying to the Lord, ngincenga uNkulunkulu ngithi, Father God, I love PK. Father God, this woman, I want the best for her. Father God, I need her to have the best health. Father God, bless her womb. Father God, the children that she's giving us. Father God, I need the wealth. This is where you are going, and vice versa. You are praying for me, PK. You are pleading with the Lord. You are pleading with the Lord. You are talking to God. You are talking to God. PK, say amen wherever you are.
Amen.
God, PK, you are saying, Malume. Malume, he's a good man. You brought this man into my life, Father God. Amen. You brought this man to my life, Father God, and you brought him for a reason. And I need this to work, Father God. I am not going anywhere. I vowed and I said, till death do us part, to you, not to him. I vowed to you, God, not to him, that till death do us part. Uyabona ke PK lapha ngizama ukugcizelela ukuthi noma kungamadlozi wena mntakama uhamba phansi uye phahla ukhulume labaphansi ukhulume namadlozi akini uthi nasi intombi yakini some introduce amadlozi akubo angena lapha ekhaya. You have introduced amadlozi akini lamadlozi akithi, they are now together. So this is now I am able to go ngechitha igwayi ngiphahle ngikhulume labo yakithi so that sihlale sisonke. You understand me? So I am saying marriage is a beautiful thing. Don't just get into marriage without having a common higher superior power that you are liable to. People get into marriage for the idea of marriage. You become committed to the title marriage, to the relationship, not to marriage. Why? So PK, I'm gonna cut it here because I'm out of time.
Ah, man, you just sealed it. Everything, you know. And it's important to pray for your partner, whether you believe in whatever underground powers or whatever, you know. It's good. And it's really sexy and romantic, you know, to find my husband praying about me. Oh my God. Woo, what more would I ask for? Pray for your husband, pray for your wives, you know. And I think also the notion that, you know, men always we are asked women to say we should pray for our husband. You know, you as well, man. You know, when you're driving Lapana, so just thank God. Say thank God for Pam Kelly. Are you gonna do that when you drive home?
I actually pray for you. I pray for you.
You should do that. Thank you so much, God, for Pam Kelly.
And manxa mphahla futhi ngiyakuphahlela futhi ngikhuluma lamadlozi akithi mamphahla ngibatshela ukuthi no uPam Kelly ogogo labomkhulu limlethe empilweni yami lumuntu ngicela kubona limvikele ezindleleni zakhe zonke ahamba ngazo, lina ephile ngaphambilini, lina elibona ngaphambilini, lina elibona kungabonwa yilihlo. Ngikhuleke labogogo labomkhulu ngincengele PK yikho namhlanje uzumuhle kangaka ngingathi ngiyakuncengela mntombi endala. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Till we meet again next week, same time same place. I just tell this about for taking time.
Yes, we had to apologize. I mean, when we're having fun and, you know, we always take your time. But anyway, we had asked someone to come through, people to come through and tell us who do you think, anyone who you think deserves or who is underprivileged, who needs a grocery hamba too. And unfortunately, network, but there's only a message that has come through here. A family in Maputo newsstands in Krumane, it's a father, mother, and his 4 children. They are very underprivileged. The children are supposed to be at school, but they are not. The parents make a living from selling bread, but it's really, really bad. Vanessa Nketa, thank you so much. I will get down your details. And then, because since you're the only one who came through. And of course, Fresh, next week, you will be alone.
I'll be alone. I'll be lonely, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll see.
That's okay. Really?
What can I do?
Are you serious?
No.
Okay, so you guys from me, Pam Kelly, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Or should I say, I want to wish you a Happy Christmas and Merry New Year. Not Merry New Year. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, people. Next week, unfortunately, I won't be here. I'll be loving you, and but I won't be here. And but I will be back the other week, God willing. Hey, I hope you guys please be kind all the time, and make sure that you stay safe as well. And please just take care of my person there, Fresh and Lambon. Please take care of him. Take care of him and Vanessa, and I'll get in touch with you, and then we can make arrangements. And also next week, remember, Fresh will be giving away the hampers as well. So you have a lovely, 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 lovely Xmas, Fresh.
Take care.
It's good to have you.
Take care, Mama.
It's good to have you.
Looking more fresh than you are today. Stay blessed.
For you, I will.
For you, you will.
Yes, for you, I will.
Thank you very much for joining us, and keep tuned all the time to Skies Metro FM radio, and as well as Sakane live, as according to Pam Kelly.
Sakane.
Papa, keeping up before you take it, because when you come out, you are disconnected to radio. So I just want to play this song before we go, and then it's done, and until we meet again next week. When I say it doesn't matter where you are. I want to nothing.
You always find me wherever you are. Wherever I am, you always find me. Oh man.
For joining us. Thank you very, 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 very much. I hope you're enjoying and loving our show, Lopem Kelly. And make sure to invite others. Malume Fresh, Pamela, or Pam Kelly, they are always here every Sunday with interesting conversations. Conversations about issues that affect us as a generation. As you heard, in marriage, a lot of people get into it not understanding what marriage is all about. Do you understand what marriage is? Do you understand your marriage? Are you happy in your marriage? Or are you asking yourself, so is this it? This is it? This is it? That's all? This is what I signed up for? Angazi bantu bakithi. Kodwa engakutsho ukuthi ngikuchiyela kuwe wena mlaleli. Lapho khona ngithi kuwe xila emthandazweni. Stay in your prayer. Whichever way you pray, whether you uyakhuleka ngokuphahla okumbe ukhuleka okuka Allah okumbe uka Jesus Christ. Always remember, each time when you have difficult time, remember why you are with that person. Remember all the time why you are with that person. PK, I'll see you later, Dana. I'll see you later. You can disconnect over there. That are on Skies Metro FM and as well on Asakane Live. This is Facebook page remaining. We have just disconnected on the airwaves FM. Oh my God, ma'am. What a very interesting subject. Abanye benu belingazi ukuthi umalume uyakwazi ukuchumayela. Yebo. Umalume unje, umalume fresh. Akachumayela. Goodbye. Until I see you next week, same time, same place, with yet another exciting topic. Lithandwa yimi. Angicela lingijikela ama likes lama hearts. Give me some likes lama hearts. Libonga futhi njalo for your donations, those that donated on Asakane Live, get-togethers that were happening all over. In and around Africa, as Zimbabwe, we handed over some donations that were given to you by you, the generous people. Selibonga kakhulu. Ngithanda ukulibonga kakhulu bangani bami. Until I meet you and see you again next week. Ngithini goodbye. Goodbye. ngizolibona ngeviki ezayo bangani bami. Ngiyalibonga kakhulu Khonzani. It was nice seeing you. Isaac mfowethu ngiyabonga kakhulu. Ngiyabonga Pamela. I see you. Memory siyabonga kakhulu. Thulisile ntombi endala, you are always here. Ngiyabonga kakhulu for your support all the time. Lingesaba umshado bangani bami. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when you meet that person in times of hardship. Just make sure that when you are fighting to stay. You are fighting for each other. You are not fighting to leave. Never ever stay with one foot inside your marriage and the other outside. Temptations are always there. Akona majaha mahle all the time, but hey, listen. Akupheli lokho. Lo wakho muhle futhi njalo. That is why ulai. Trust me, ma ungasamfuna ubona ngala usamfuna ukhona omunye umlindele phandle ozamamukela ngezandla zombili. And then you see a well, lovely working marriage. Uzibuza uthi kathi, but why? He was never like this when he was with me. I'll tell you what, he was always like that. And you did the work. You did the work to put him to where he is today. Wenziwa nguwe. Ukwabona ukuthi umuntu ahambe ecenta amasimu. Agamula izigodo. Akhiphe yonke into. Ayifaka umquba. Suka lapho soyiflathele sohamba. Bese kungena omunye umuntu afike lapha nokwakhe kuphela ukuqabanga kumbe uyaphendula. Ahlanyele. Avune. Shaya inkalakathe enala. Suzibuza wena ukuthi kodwa why amasimu la ayengakhiphi kanje? Amasimu la ayengavundanga kanje. Guess what? It was all your work. Good night, people. Till I meet you again next week when I'm alone without PK. Ngizomkhanuka kakhulu bangani bami, but anyway, I love you and I will leave you for now. Goodbye.